Should you tell narcissists that they're a narcissist? Welcome to today's topic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Coach Tobias Forst, founder of Achilles Life Coaching, decade-long recipient of narcissistic abuse, and I've saved myself from it. And I will support you on your journey to your personal freedom. So there's your question during your personal process of awakening to reality. He or she is a narcissist. You can interchange he with she. It's a 50-50 by now. I will refer to him and he as the narcissist. You want to confront them. You want to tell them about your most recent insight. You know now that he is a narcissist. And you want to tell him, you want to shout it from the roofs through a megaphone and let the world, and especially him, know that you have finally seen through him. You finally awakened to the truth. He's a narcissist. So during this video, we will go through your motivation as to why you hold the wish to communicate that to him. Moreover, what are your expectations regarding his reactions to this revelation once you confront him. Then we will discuss what you will actually receive, and we will come to a conclusion at the end of this video. So, you've finally woken up. You've been through it all. You have the scars to prove it. You've had the symptoms, physical symptoms, mental symptoms, emotional symptoms. Your body speaks the truth of what you've had to go through for the past few years or decades even. You hold a certain degree of anger toward your own blindness during this process. You're disappointed in yourself because you enjoyed so much of the love bombing of having been elevated and pedestalized by him. We all did. We all had this part in receiving narcissistic abuse because we enjoyed being glorified and being seen as larger than life. For a time, until the invalidation, the inevitable invalidation starts. And now you hold the desire to confront him. You've finally woken up. You are gonna nail this now. I'm gonna tell him. What are your expectations behind such desire? Before we come to that, as you're watching this video, it is very clear that during your current process of waking up to narcissistic abuse and the world of narcissism, the fact that you still hold the desire to confront him shows that you are not yet fully into this topic. That is fine for now. This is what people like I are for, what videos like this are for, to help you course correct at the specific time when it's most important. So let's continue with that said. Your expectations are you want transparency from him. You want the truth. You want an authentic reply. You want repentance. You want him to say sorry, to apologize, to change his ways. You want him to know that you see through the lies and the deceit and the facade. And my recommendation at this point is you don't tell him anything. You never at any point tell him that he is a narcissist. You might now say, but Tobias, if I know. But maybe I could know. But if I know. No, 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 ladies and gentlemen, you don't tell him. You don't tell her. Ever. Your expectations we've just discussed as to what you want to extrapolate from that confrontation, letting him know that he's a narcissist. You won't get it. To cut things short, you won't get it, ever. And there are reasons behind it. Let's dig deeper at this point. His narcissism, it's like a magnet. Your plan is to approach him with one metaphorical magnet that reads, "You're a narcissist." And his narcissism is also a magnet with the reverse polarity to that. So it cannot at any point engage in this topic. There will never be an attraction and connection to the both of you talking about this as adults. Mind you, you do not interact with an adult when you talk to a narcissist. It's a 2 or 3 year old, at best 7, 8, 9 years old, emotionally. That's it. Despite any situation where they might already be mother or grandfather. You're interacting with a child that cannot ever engage in the topic you try to put on their plate. You're a narcissist. So with that in mind, there are more connotations, there's more inside this package of him being a narcissist that will not yield to you what you want to get from them, which is most of all an apology or insight and acceptance and transparency. His narcissism forbids him to shed light and clarity on the matter. His narcissism does not allow him to engage in a truthful conversation about this very topic that he's a narcissist. And his narcissism forbids him to ever take responsibility for being in a state of such human incompleteness by him being a narcissist. At this last point, when it comes to not taking responsibility, the inability to take it, we'll dig deeper for the next layer, because there's a reason behind that as well. And that reason has a name. The name is false self. So to briefly recap the false self. You have a child at the age of 2, maybe 3, and there's been a traumatizing event or a series of those, and that little child constructs an ally, a buddy, the false self, that is everything that he or she is not. Stronger, more handsome, more beautiful, more capable, more strong-willed, more lovable. And the list goes on. And that buddy walks side by side for a time with the kid until it takes over the wheels. And the kid takes a back seat. And this false self is pure fantasy. And this fantasy is godlike, knows everything, capable of everything, omniscient, omnipotent. And now here comes you, decades later, telling him that he's a narcissist, telling him that he's not perfect. You come with this magnet, and his narcissism says, no, I'm not a narcissist. And there are several things that follow after such a statement or a comparable statement. They usually don't say this. What you actually get, you expected a positive outcome when it comes to receiving transparency, an apology, a change in behavior, and so on and so forth. You expected a positive outcome, you won't get it. If you hope for a neutral outcome, you won't get it. The package you will receive will be highly negative and toxic. And we will go through the details right now. What you will get is this. It's a bouquet of toxic flowers that comprises narcissistic rage, word salad, Darvo, invalidation, gaslighting, manipulation, tears, and the list goes on. Now, what is all this? Narcissistic rage. You will, by threatening the thin veil of the false self, you threaten this paper-thin existence that is based on lies throughout their existence since they were a very small child. By threatening their existence, you will receive them lashing out. Verbally, sometimes there is more at stake. So please be careful with that. How dare you confront me with this? Who do you think I am? Grandiosity. Rageful comments. It will be a tirade, a monologue of aggression, of sowing confusion, of word salad, senseless sentences and words. And you won't even... It is as if they breathe through gills because they don't really seem to take in air while they talk, taking air through their mouths. And they will bombard you with everything that will sow doubt, confusion, and fear in you. This is the package you get. Word salad. This is the topic, the magnet you come with. You're a narcissist. And his narcissism tries to extinguish that topic at the very beginning. So it will be about everything else that he says and conjures up like a magician. But you're this and that situation there, and it's your fault that, and all of a sudden you have 100 small, medium, and largely burning fires, and none of them, at any point, deal with the topic, the sole topic you wanted to discuss. Because you were a threat, still are a threat, to that thin, false self. How dare you doubt the God? Now there must rain lightning from the skies to at least talk you into submission and show you your rightful place, kneeling and bowing before them. You will receive Darvo, as I hinted at. Denial, no, he's not. Attack, being invalidating, aggressive toward you. Maybe even by attacking you, implicitly accepting a few of the you're a narcissist facts, but that really doesn't matter to them, because now they're on the attack path. And then comes RVO from Darvo, the reversal of victim and oppressor, because he's the victim now. You're the oppressor. You're the perpetrator. You're the one that he suffers under. This is what happens. And within minutes of you not being able to get even a single word in, you will, at best, be highly confused and probably won't even remember what you were there to talk about in the first place. You will very likely exit this talk, this discussion, confused, frightful, self-gaslighty, if that's a word, because you might think, maybe it is me. Maybe I was too harsh. Maybe I didn't think clearly. How could I think that of him? And that resets the cycle, and you're in it all over again. So to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, let's reset the timer. At the start of the video, you've awoken. You see him now for what he is. And you ponder the thought, and you really want to tell him. And my recommendation is don't. Don't tell him ever. At any point. Nothing. You will never tell him that he's a narcissist. You expect a positive outcome by confronting him with this. You will not get it. You won't get him taking responsibility, no apologies, no transparency, no authenticity, no truth. It won't be neutral either. It won't be okay, then we agree to disagree. The package you will receive and that you will have to carry is a sack filled with toxic stones that you now have to carry and bear the burden of your insolence. How dare you blaspheme? So don't tell him. Ever. Let it be enough for you in this phase where gradual pockets of additional increasing energy awaken within you, that you focus them on something constructive for yourself, because what I've just tried to detail for you, if you actually go through with confronting him with that, you're a narcissist. It won't be constructive. It won't be neutral. It will be, for you, destructive. So let it be sufficient for you to have awakened, to know it, and to remain quiet about it. Focus this energy that you're getting on you getting out. And be strategic with it. Don't waste it on your own momentary grandiosity. I know now that you're a narcissist. Just don't. Just don't. There will be only one loser in this argument, and that loser is you and everyone else of us who has ever tried doing this. They've been training this since early childhood. You're facing grandmasters of lies, while you're orange or green belt at best. This is not a contest that you can win. But you can remove yourself from the arena. First and most of all, by remaining silent about what you found out. And if you want my help with that, you can find my contact details in the description below. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, be your own heroine and be your own hero. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.